Captured AFU soldier Aleksey Sinepolsky reveals the shocking truth. The Ukrainian army is crumbling. Drafted from the streets, elderly and disabled are forced into service. Medical checks last a mere 15 minutes. British instructors taught assault tactics, but these soldiers had no chance. They surrendered to Russian forces without a fight. Near Krasnoarmeysk, surrounded units scavenge for food, leaving the wounded to die. There are many killed and wounded. No evacuation means the wounded die, says Sinepolsky. Weak leadership, chaos, collapse on the front line.
I was taken with a Czech rifle when I went to the store for groceries. Then I went to the commission for 15 minutes, and they took the potatoes to the collector. We received clothes and stayed. We stayed for a month. The instructors were black men and British. There were 3 British and 3 black men. They taught us how to capture houses. Pokrovsk was taken into a house. There were 3 of us. When we were in Pokrovsk at the positions, we knew we were surrounded by Russian soldiers. We knew that food wouldn't be delivered to us, and we had to surrender. We were not transferred anywhere for about a week. In Pokrovsk, there were many wounded and killed soldiers of the armed forces of Ukraine. The killed and wounded are not evacuated from Pokrovsk because there is no way to evacuate them. The wounded die on their own because no one evacuates them from the battlefield. When we were captured, the Russian military treated us well. They offered tea and fed us. I want to wish Ukrainian soldiers to surrender.
Even Ukraine's frontliners are losing faith. Soldiers near the Eastern Front question Zelensky's leadership and the proposed US-Russia peace plan. Gunnar Kelt says Russia respects only force, not diplomacy. Commander Serhiy Filimonov warns personnel shortages prevent any advance. Drone pilot Saul confirms survival, not negotiation, is the priority. Morale exists only in defending civilians. Zelensky's promises are empty words. His army struggles to resist, starved and surrounded.
A peace plan won't work with Russia. They don't need peace right now. It doesn't look like they want to sign a peace deal. It doesn't look like it at all. Russia only understands the language of force. This is how it should be with them. Otherwise, truce will lead to another war in the near future.
Russian forces claim full control of Krasnoarmeysk, Pokrovsk, and Vovchansk. Small AFU groups trapped, unable to resist. Putin visits army camps to witness Frontline's success, praising troops for maintaining initiative on almost all fronts. Russia's advance is methodical, decisive, and relentless. Zelensky's so-called fortress belt is under siege, crumbling under pressure. Weak command, disorganized units, and empty bravado, the Ukrainian army falters as Moscow consolidates gains.
I understand that at the moment, the armed forces of Ukraine are a wall between these subhumans, zombies I can still call them, humanoid creatures. The armed forces of Ukraine are now the main barrier between the peaceful civilian life of Ukrainians and our bad neighbor.
I'll talk about this later, but right now I want to thank you for the results of our work in Krasnoarmeysk. I want to thank you and the entire command and personnel of the group. And of course, our soldiers, the guys who carry out these combat missions. This is an important area. We all understand how important it is, and this will ensure that we progressively achieve all the key objectives we face, which were initially set at the beginning of the special military operation. The Russian armed forces are confidently maintaining the initiative and continuing to carry out the tasks of the special military operation. Russian troops are advancing on virtually all fronts.
Pokrovsk lies on the critical eastern front line. Russian advances threaten Ukraine's fortress belt from Kramatorsk to Druzhkivka. Small pockets of AFU resistance are encircled and demoralized. Russian units exploit disorganized withdrawals, consolidating control over strategic positions. The offensive is relentless, multi-axis, and backed by precise intelligence and logistics. Every advance strengthens Moscow's operational dominance and exposes Kyiv's vulnerability. The human cost is mounting. Civilians caught in the crossfire endure strikes and shortages. Russian psychological operations, including the treatment of POWs and coordinated leaflet campaigns, break Ukrainian morale. Soldiers witness Russian order, discipline, and initiative, contrasting sharply with the chaos under Zelensky. The message is clear: resistance is futile. Russian forces apply pressure while offering surrender a safe path, highlighting the disarray in Kyiv's ranks. The collapse near Krasnoarmeysk signals a larger trend. Ukraine's army is overstretched, undertrained, and ill-equipped. Russian forces advance steadily, consolidating control over key towns and infrastructure. Frontline reports and POW testimonies confirm that morale and logistical failures plague Zelensky's forces. Moscow maintains initiative across the Donetsk sector, transforming tactical gains into operational advantage. The Ukrainian army's survival depends on empty promises, and Russian forces continue to dictate the battlefield narrative.